Shit. Fucking tag still on my fucking shirt, bruh. Shit. Shit won't come off, bro. There we go. Came off. I'm about to cook today, bro. Not in a good way, though. In a bad way. I'm about to cook in a bad way, bro. I got me some country fried steak today. I really don't get steak fried, but today I wanted something different. I got tired of fucking, the regular steak. I'm talk about these women that are delusional nowadays, but I see them all over Kevin Samuels. Dude, Kevin Samuels show, okay, proves that there's a lot of delusional women that think they're better than what they really are. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how delusional can these females get, man? You feel me? Like, we got a lot of women walking around thinking they deserve more than what they deserve and shit, bro. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You thinking you deserve a high value man and you 37 years old. The delusion was real with these females. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't make this shit up, as they say, bruh. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you thinking you deserve a high value man. You run through the bad boys and shit in your 20s. Have your fun. And then expect the good guy to take the leftovers. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy how these females think they deserve more than they deserve, bro. A female's value decrease with time. It don't get better. Women are at their best from 18 to 29. Anything after 29, blood, the price comes down. If a female is not married before 30 years old, most likely she's not gonna never be married, bro. Because she got this delusional thinking that this Prince Charming is gonna come out of nowhere and save her ass, bro. It's outrageous, bro. You know, back in the day, women knew their value, but you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, women knew their value. Now because social media is in full effect, they thinking they deserve more than they deserve because they get a bunch of likes on YouTube. Or a bunch of likes on Facebook or whatever social media outlet is out there. You see what I'm saying? I was looking at this live stream with Kevin Samuels today. Female says she's gonna wait until marriage, but yet, she's gonna wait until marriage to have sex, but yet she's not a virgin, and she has 2 kids. Now she's gonna make whoever she hook up with wait until marriage. Nah, that shit ain't gonna happen. That's delusional, bud. That's delusion, man. You feel me? That's a delusional life. Females need to wake up and smell the coffee. Your life is over after 30. If you ain't married. Women after 30, they ain't nothing but booty calls, late night snacks, you know what I'm saying? And flings. That's it, bro. After 30, you ain't getting no serious man. No high value man. A man who got his shit together. A man got his shit together, man, he gonna be checking for the young females. I'm telling you. A lot of you older females in your 30s pretty much is done. You're done when it comes to dating. Unless you a badass bitch with no kids at 30, then yeah. Unless you a female that's a 10 at 30 years old. Dating is over for you. Getting a high value man is over. All you females listening to fucking Kevin Samuels live stream, in your head you thinking you deserve a high value man, so you gonna tune in to his show. But nah, let me tell you something, sweetheart. Most females don't get high value females, bruh. Only the 8, 9s, and 10s, those are the ones getting high value men. Okay? And if you do see an average female, okay, if you do see an average female with a high value man, she was there from the beginning. He met her and she built with him. Other than that, most of the time when we get money as men, we seek the 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-year-olds, 26, 27-year-olds. After age 27, now a lot of you females, you know who you competing with for high-value men. You competing with these young women. These women that are 22. Looks start to decline after age 25. See, women don't know that. Like, you got until 25 before you start to be on a decline. And then the wall starts to come around. The wall is when a woman starts to lose her looks. She starts to lose her superpowers. Okay? So then you start dismissing the good guys. You start dismissing dudes under 6 feet tall. Even in your 30s, you still got these high-ass standards. Even in your 30s. Delusion is a hell of a drug, bro. And then you put on hella weight, you're fat, now in shape. Talking about you want a high value man. Bitch, you like dress size 16. Oops. You bitch, you like dress size 16, overweight, big old belly. Talking about, I want a high value man. I want a high value man. Nope. High value men are not given. They are earned with genetics. If you ain't got the genetics, you ain't getting no high value man. I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's all about genetics when it comes to high value men. For example, look, a guy, a high value man who is average or whatever, or he's below average. If he's high value, right? He's going to be looking for a above average female, okay? He's going to be looking for a above average female to plant his seed in, because he doesn't want his children to suffer like he did, okay? He doesn't want his children to suffer like he did, so he wants to create better looking children, okay? He's not going to look for a female that's 35 years old, that got kids by another man. He's not going to look for that. He's going to look for the youngest, most fertile chicks up out there, with the less baggage, less mental commotion going on, because a lot of females, they got a lot of shit going on in their head when they're older. Okay? When they're older, they are pretty much done up here in the head. I had a situation just, around Christmas, okay? Female was by herself. She wondered why she's by herself right now. I left her by herself because she started to become more, shit. I got spitting out food and shit. She started becoming more aggressive with me. She started becoming more aggressive with me. I was like, what? So I left that bitch, bro. You know what I mean? And my situation, it's not that good. So that tell you something right there. But bitch, you can't keep a broke man. What makes you think that you're going to be able to keep a high value man? You feel me? These females, they can't keep broke men. So they're talking about, I want a high value man. I want a high value man. Bitch, that's that delusion. High value man got options up the ass. And if you do get a high value man, he just after you just for one thing. And then you talking about I'm going to save sex for marriage and stuff. I'm not having sex right now. High value man going to be like, what? He going to get up from the table and leave. He be like, well, I don't have to take this. I got like Keisha, Anna, Nicole. I got options in my phone. I don't have to fucking deal with your bullshit. See, a lot of females, they're not used to that man with having, they're not used to a man having power and options. You see what I'm saying? Like I said before, if a female met a high value man, okay, and she's used to running her operation and dealing with these simp ass, weak ass motherfuckers and shit, if she does come across a high value man, she's not gonna know how to keep him. She's not gonna know how to deal with him. So therefore, it'll slip through her finger just like butter. He'll deal with her for only a few nights, bust many nuts, and then be on his way to the next female because he's bored. You know, a lot of females, they don't know how to keep men entertained. They don't know how to keep us. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They don't know how to keep a house. So how the fuck are you going to be able to keep a high-value man? High-value man, that means maintenance. That means, bitch, you better know how to cook. You better be young. Well, cook, we don't care about the cooking. As long as you young, you got a fat ass and some fat titties and shit like that, and you ain't got no gut, okay? Then high-value man gonna fuck with you, especially high-value black man. You see what I'm saying? But you have to be in the 8, 9, or 10 category. See, the thing is, your delusion, it's in the way of your thinking. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking correctly. You're thinking with your emotions and shit. So when a guy like Kevin Samuels tell you the truth, you can't take it because you used to dealing with men that are kissing your goddamn feet every single day. Kissing your feet, rubbing your back, telling you, oh baby, you fine as hell. Oh, let me rub your feet. Let me rub your chest and shit. Let me rub your shoulders. You know, you used to hearing that all the time until you run across a real high value man. And then, see, the thing is, high value man, he not gonna kiss your ass, especially if you are slightly above average chick, like you, like a 7, and he used to dealing with 8, 9s, and 10s. You think he gonna give you a compliment? Nah. Nah, you gotta kneel to him. Like this one chick that I was dealing with, this younger chick, she was a bit on the overweight side. She expect me to chase her. I'm not gonna chase something that's a bit overweight, okay? She's on the heavy side. She ain't like a walrus or anything, or a fucking big ass hippopotamus with 2 teeth. She ain't like that, but she's a bit on the heavy side. She expect me to pursue her, and I'm like, no, she's not worth pursuing. So I stopped texting her. See, the delusion. And when I saw, see, the thing is, with this female that's delusional, just like a lot of these other females out here that's delusional, when she took off her mask, right, this heavyset girl, she did not look like I thought she did. You know what I'm saying? But on her Instagram, she looked like around a 6. You know what I mean? You know, I give her a 5 or a 6. You know what I'm saying? But she's not attractive. See what I'm saying? Not like I thought she was. So then she expects me to chase her. So I'm not going to chase her. That's that delusion I'm talking about, man. So I'm saying, females expect you to chase them. And I'm like, what is there to chase? I can't leave babies. I'm not going to leave a legacy. Not with a chick that's a bit overweight. So I'm saying, she looked like she's a buck 40? Well, she's short, a buck 40? What she look like? She about 5'4" or some shit like that, 5'5", a buck 40. That's a bit overweight. See what I'm saying? That's a bit overweight. Your fat ass been sitting up there eating all them cupcakes and shit, and you sitting there up there talking about, yeah, I want a man that's buff, I want a man that's ripped, I want a man that got high value and shit like that. And you can keep talking like that, but that shit ain't gonna never come true. That's a delusional way of thinking. You see what I'm saying? That's on high treason. I mean, these females out here, blood, they just think they deserve more than they deserve. That's why I say social media is very dangerous when it comes to females. Because before social media, blood, these females didn't think like this. You know what I'm saying? And then they end up, alone. They end up unhappy in the end. They end up hella single. And they don't understand why, bro. They don't understand why they are single. And the days and weeks and the years are going by, and they still single. They still single. You're still single. Well, let's check your resume. Okay, well, you got like 3 kids by the bad boy. Okay, well, that's another reason. That's one reason that you're single. You're overweight. You're fat. Okay, you got fat calves, fat feet, fat fingers. See what I'm saying? Fat stomach. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why you're single. Okay. Another reason is that you got these high expectations. A man gotta have a really good job and shit like that to fuck with you, and that's real delusion, man. Like I was watching this Ash Nathaniel or whatever his name is, right? Okay, I seen this Hispanic chick sitting down as fat as she can be, as fat and overweight as she can be, talking about, well, if you come to me all sloppy, then I'm just not gonna fuck with it. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And I'm like, this bitch is in her 30s, overweight. She up there on her high horse. You see what I'm saying? She was already aggressive in the interview. See what I'm saying? She didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Nathaniel had to like answer the questions for her and shit, or fill in the blanks for her. You see what I'm saying? That's delusional, man. That's hella delusional. And she's sitting up there, just talking about, well, you don't have to have a 6-pack or nothing like that. You don't have to be buff. Nobody said that we had to be buff. You said that shit. You see what I'm saying? You said that goddamn shit, bro. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, if you're overweight, that could have a lot to do with you attracting high value men. Because when a high value man gets up in the ranks, when he is making 6 figures or more, right? He gonna want what rich men want, which is a slim, attractive, young women. You know what I'm saying? Women who are less combative. You see what I'm saying? The female that was talking on Nathaniel's, what was his name? Ash Nathaniel, I forgot his name, on YouTube. And the way she was talking, she was very combative. She had these high ass expectations and standards, but she was overweight and over 30 years old, bro. It just, and then they expect to have high value men. They expect to have high value men. That delusion, that's gonna live forever with them, bro. And the thing is, women don't lower their standards for nothing in the world. They can reach like 30, 35, 40 and still have them standards that they had, back when they were 22, 23 years old. They still think that, doing the same thing over and over again is going to get a different result somehow. Somehow, some way, they're going to get a different result, if they keep doing it the same way. And they won't listen to anybody else's opinion. It's all about their own opinion and how they feel about it. And everybody else can suck a tit. I was going to say a dick, but everybody else can suck a dick. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm sitting back, I'm listening to some of these females on Kevin Samuel's live stream, and I'm like, this is the delusion that a lot of us men are talking about. It's like, no, you're not gonna get a high value man. You're not gonna get it. It's not gonna happen. If it hasn't happened before 30, it's never gonna happen. Okay, unless you're a badass fucking 30-year-old. Like I said, I seen women who were 37 that was bad as hell. Like this one chick on YouTube. I've been subscribed to her channel for a couple of days. She's 37, but she's a badass 37-year-old, bro. I can imagine that, if when she was in her 20s, she was like a 10 plus. And I was like, damn, girl, you are gorgeous for her age, blood. She's like, what, 37, but she's bad as hell. But she can have a high value man. Her high value man might be 50 or 60. But you know, she can work it with her looks. She's up there with the 8, 9s, and 10s. And I'm like, damn, girl, you are fine. See, thing is, us men, we go after looks, man, when we got high value. You think that we're gonna be dating some old washed up 35 average looking bitch? You know what I'm saying? You think that we're gonna fucking just lower our standards because, you know, this female got a pussy between her legs and she might could get me pleasure? Nah. When men got options, we start becoming picky like women. See, a lot of you fucking bitches are so goddamn picky on the dating site, okay? You know, this is how men is when they get their money. These women on dating sites, they think they better than you. Ugly women. Average looking women. They look over you. But then as soon as you get that money, as soon as you get that clout, as soon as you get that status, then they, nah, bitch, nah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dangle. See, this what high value men do. Smart high value men. They dangle marriage in front of your face. They dangle it. They dangle it like a fucking like a gummy worm. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. That they dangle that shit right in front of your face, thinking, you know, there's something there. You see what I'm saying? And then when he get tired of you, he told you. It's the same fucking shit on females. When you are a less value man, you know, females want to act a certain way. Especially these delusional, Warris, Stay Puff marshmallow bitches, Bigfoot looking hoes. You see what I'm saying? They think they deserve the best, but in the end, they end up unhappy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Feminism lied to their ass, told them that they could have the world and have all the freedom, and then in the end, you see these bitches running around or walking around or crawling around, you know, unhappy at a certain age, talking about I don't need a man, knowing that they can't get the man that they desire, so that they take it out on all the other men that's out there. You see what I'm saying? They fuck their 20s off. You see what I'm saying? And now they think they deserve all the motherfucking high value men all over the goddamn world, bro. You see what I'm saying? They think they deserve more than they deserve. Like I said, that pussy, as it ages, okay? As that pussy ages, it becomes less valuable. The more sexual encounters that these females have, the less valuable that fucking pussy becomes. I dated a female a while back that had a whack pussy. Her pussy was so goddamn loose, I had a hard time busting the nut inside of it. You know what I'm saying? I had a hard time busting the nut inside of it. Because it was so loose. The bitch had all the rappers in the Bay Area. Okay? So when it's time for me to put my fucking dick up in there, okay? That pussy was not the bomb. I fucked the chick, okay, for example, I ain't gonna lie, I fucked a 55-year-old woman one time, a while back, and she looked good for her age, okay? She was only married once. She had 0 kids. But when I stuck my dick inside of her pussy, and she wasn't fat either, she wasn't overweight. When I stuck my dick inside her pussy, it was so goddamn tight, I busted a nut within 3 or 4 minutes. Not lying. I'm not lying. I couldn't control it. That pussy was so goddamn tight. Because she didn't have a high body count. She was not a hoe through her goddamn life. She was married one time. Didn't have any kids. That pussy was so goddamn tight and so good that I fucking stuck my dick right back in there and I came again. It took me a little longer, but I came again within 10 minutes of fucking. See what I'm saying? First time, 5 minutes fucking. Second time, 10 minutes fucking. But I was still in the pussy and I was still coming. I was like, God damn, this is some good pussy. But a lot of you bitches are sluts and hoes, ran dogs, okay? You know, got fucked by 200 men, and then you expect yourself to be a prize after 30-something year old. You know what I'm saying? All the men that had the fucking, you know, busted a nut, busted a whole entire nut inside your goddamn pussy, and you talking about you want a high value man. Like I said, if it hasn't happened before 30 years old for a female, if you haven't got a high value man by the time you're 30, you were never gonna get a high value man. That's why when I'm looking at Kevin, can't even talk. When I'm looking at Kevin Samuels' live stream, right? When I'm looking at his live stream, I see these females calling in. They're well over 30. And I'm like, it's too late for this bitch right here. She's 34. My name is Tammy. I'm 35. It's too late for that bitch over there. The wall has already begun. It's been begun. The wall starts to hit and it starts to take place at 25 years old. From 25 years old, it's a downhill slope. A slow downhill slope. Basically, a slow burn. It's slow burning your ass. Burning your ass up. You see what I'm saying? And then you got up on your high horse when you was in your 20s. You turned down all the good men that could have treated you like a queen. You see what I'm saying? You turned all them down, you know, and then all of a sudden you hit 29, 30 years old. Now all of a sudden you want a good guy. But them good guys, remember when you was turning them down left and right and ignoring them, okay? You ignored all the good guys, but the good guys got good jobs and became successful. So I'm saying they're making a lot of money. So now you expect them to take the leftovers? To take what's left of you? Because that's what it is. When you hit 30 years old as a female, that's what's left. A lot of motherfuckers have been in your box. You was a slutty goddamn hoe throughout your 20s. And then when your 30s hit, then you want to all of a sudden become a good girl and you want to date and you want to pretend like all them parties in your 20s and all that drinking and shit didn't happen. All the nights with Chad and Tyrone or, you know, motherfuckers that was considered high value at that time, you fucked that shit up with them. You know, you expect the good guy in the end to like wait and shit after Chad and Tyrone fucking had their fun right off the bat. Nah. You gotta live in your misery for the rest of your life. You gotta deal with that wall. Cause that's what's closing in on a lot of these bitches by the time they hit 30 years old. The wall, best believe, man, the wall starts at 25. Like I said before, the wall starts at 25. Then there's a slow decline after 25. See, and then you got females that are still partying after 25 years old. They still partying after 25 years old. And then they upset that they ain't got no high value man. And they still, you know what? They still turning down good dudes in their 30s. They still doing the same thing that was in their 20s, blood. You know what I'm saying? That's a high fucking chance for misery right there, bro. Just going around, you know, figure you could like sleep with just any old dude, any old bad boy, and then at the end they want to give you the leftovers, especially black men. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Especially black men. You want to go play around in the sand, have your fun in your 20s, and then you want to get the leftovers to the fucking good guy. But then the leftovers that you're giving, you think that is high value. You think that, you know, the leftovers that you giving the good guy, you think that this is high value leftovers. Nah, it's still leftovers. Leftovers is leftovers. It don't matter if it's a lobster, steak and shrimp. Leftovers is leftovers. It don't matter. You know what I mean? It's still been picked all over and shit. Like if you gave like somebody of high value some leftovers, even if it's lobster, steak, and shrimp, he gonna be like, get that shit away from me. Give me something fresh. I don't want something that's been picked on and been ate up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And look like somebody done took the crab meat out the shell. It looked like somebody fucking fucked with the lobster claw. You see what I'm saying? I don't want this shit now. Give me something fresh. Give me something fresh from the pot. See what I'm saying? Give me something fresh from the grill. I don't want this shit. It don't matter. See what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter what type of leftovers you give a high value man. It's still leftovers. Doesn't matter if it's lobster, steak, and shrimp. Doesn't matter if it's lobster, steak, and shrimp. It's still leftovers. Get it out in front of me. See what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's why I recommend that a lot of good guys become high value men, because then the shoe will be on the other foot, bro. We got average women thinking that they deserve high value men up out here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, a woman after 25 years old, their fucking sexual market value decrease more and more every year that goes by. In China, they call these bitches leftover women, bruh. You see what I'm saying? Even in Thailand, leftover women. They got women that's not being touched, bruh. They got beautiful women that are not being touched in Thailand, bruh. Even in Thailand, they still think they deserve a high value man because of social media. It's becoming worldwide now. We got worldwide stomp down bitches thinking that they deserve high value men because of social media. That's why I say social media needs to be banned in every single goddamn country, because these females are taking this shit and they running with this shit, bro. They running with this shit. You know, feminism lied to them and they ended up being unhappy in the end, bro. In the end, they unhappy. While a lot of women who married early and married smart and married good men, they have happy lives. Married men who were future millionaires, future billionaires, they got happy lives. While a lot of these women who were shallow in their 20s, you know what I'm saying, ran around with the bad boy, and they end up dumped in the end, bro. They ended up dumped and unhappy. And then they look at other women's lives. They walking around with high value men, and they like, hey, I want to be like her. But bitch, you like 35 years old. It's already too late for you. You made those bad decisions when you were fucking in your 20s. Running around with Chad and Tyrone and them. And running around with the bad boy. You was obsessed with looks. He had to be 6 feet tall. He had to have a good job. Or he didn't have to have a good job. He just had to be a bad boy. He was broke. You know what I'm saying? But all he had to do was be a bad boy. See what I'm saying? And then somehow these delusional women think that they deserve a high value man, but they're like 35, overweight, fat. You see what I'm saying? And then they're walking around like they shit don't stink. Let me tell you, overweight women for me are invisible. You bitches are invisible to me. Fat, overweight, I don't care if you are a BBW. It's like, yeah, I'll have a fling with your ass, but you think I'm going to be dating you long term and shit? No, fuck that. I had a bitch that thought that she was the shit, you know what I'm saying? And she was overweight, and I had a hard time fucking her, because that's not what we look for in women. We look for looks. Bitch, are you looking slim? What's your fucking dress size? As Kevin Samuel says, you fat and out of shape? We don't want you, especially if you're a high value man. See, thing is, like I said, this is how high value men think. High value men want what white high value men want. So even if you are a black high value man, you're gonna want what's on the white boy's plate. If the white boy come up to you and say, yeah, ew, she's fat, and the bra could be like thick or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And for a high value white man, no, she's fat. So then the high value black man gonna be like, well, I want what the white boy got, the high value white boy got. I want his standard of living. So then, like, even if you are a high value black man and you still like thick women, if you come into the room with a thick woman, your white counterparts friends are gonna say, well, ooh, why are you with her? She's kind of fat, man. And you're gonna be thinking like, yeah, she is fat. Look at those calves. Look at those ankles. Look at that flab on that underarm. Okay. Then this shit start clicking in your head. So then the next like month, there's a meeting or something like that, or there's a fucking like a party. You come in with a nice, slim, attractive female, your white counterpart guy's gonna be like, yeah, buddy, yeah. So you're gonna be like, okay, I want to fit in. See, the thing is, high value men want to fit in with other high value men. They're gonna dump those thick women that they used to be dating when they were broke. They're gonna dump those fucking like women who are average, that wouldn't even give them a time of day. They're gonna end up not dating them. They're gonna be hey, I want what other high value men consider to be high value. I want the youth. I want the fertility. I want the slim, attractive body. Does she work out? So I'm saying, you can have these things as a high value man. You could demand those things. It don't matter what you look like. It don't matter what you look like. You could be the most ugliest dude in the world. You see what I'm saying? You can have those high value females that are young, attractive, slim, trim, all that other shit, bro. You can have that shit. You see what I'm saying? And then, see, the thing is, when you start getting those things on a regular basis, you're going to want them all the time. So then, when a female comes along and she's like overweight or whatever, and she tries to either come at you or whatever, you're going to be like, nah, you overweight, baby. Look at those thighs. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to like thinner women myself. The one chick that I used to hit on at the 7-Eleven, she don't put on some pounds. That booty don't put on, I mean, she got a big old booty, but it's not it's not toned. She, you know what I'm saying? She don't put on all sorts of pounds since the pandemic. I'm starting to see that she's fat. I'm starting to, because them thighs, see what I'm saying, are thunder thighs. You know what I'm saying? Thunder thighs, big old booty. It's sloppy kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because she ain't working out. So I'm saying, so I'm starting to see slim women as being more attractive than women that are thick. Because thick women could turn into fat women, bro. You see what I'm saying? That thick shit could turn into fat. Once she gets settled with you, you get into a relationship with her, she puts on an extra 15, 20 pounds, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So stop that delusion bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Stop being delusional because that high value man that you've been wanting ever since you turned 30, it's never gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? You paying for your sins in your 20s because you should have did the right thing, which got with the good guy in his 20s. Build a foundation with him. See, a lot of you older females past your prime and shit, you expect the man to have all those things and you expect to retrieve these things from the man. Nah, stop living in delusional, man. Stop living in a delusional world. A lot of you bitches walking around talking about Kevin Samuels destroying your hope. No, he not destroying your hope. You destroyed your hope. You destroyed your hope. Okay? You destroyed your hope. You destroyed everything that you got right now. Oh, you destroyed everything you could have had. See what I'm saying? Oh, he's too nice. Oh, I don't want to deal with him. He's not bad enough. He just not he can't protect me. He not short. He's not tall enough. You know what I'm saying? So, let me tell you this. When a man get options, he gets standards. Even if he's under 6 feet tall, he's gonna have standards if he's high value. He start thinking about how much you weigh. And the thing is, you can control your weight, but he can't control his height. You see what I'm saying? He can't do nothing about his height. He can't do anything about how tall he is. Unless he gets some risky surgery or some shit like that. Other than that, he's not going to be able to control his height. But you can control your weight. Like I said before, right now, fat women are invisible. I don't care if she's thick or whatever. If you're not slim, I don't want to have nothing to do with you, because if I knock you up accidentally, okay, because women who are young, they can get pregnant easier. If I knock them up accidentally, my kid gonna suffer with bad genetics, bro. My kid is gonna be fat. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you have to leave those fat women alone, man. See what I'm saying? Let them think that they deserve a high value man and shit, even though they overweight. Even though they got kids by the bad boy, they got kids by whoever. Chad or Tyrone, whoever. See what I'm saying? Like I said before, the older the woman gets, the less valuable she becomes. But yet she's still selling at a fucking high fucking goddamn rate. Think about it. Men who are low value, okay, they looking for their face match. They're looking for other average men. I said average men. They're looking for average women, okay? Average man is going to be checking for the average woman, okay? But a lot of you average bitches, you think you better than the average man. How is that? How's that make any sense? But yet you're still single. You're going through year after year after year after year after year of being single instead of settling for whatever you can get. Like a lot of men, they settle for whatever they can get, bro. You know what I'm saying? They settle for whatever they can get. A lot of women, nah, he got to be at least 10 feet tall. He got to be at least got to have a good job. I ain't fucking with no scrub and shit like that. You know, I'm too good for a scrub, but yet they single. Nobody want they ass. No high value man wants a woman that's overweight, wants a woman who don't work out, wants a woman who is past 35 years old or even 30. A lot of men, they don't even fuck with 30-year-old women. They fuck with the 22, 23-year-olds. And that's the reason for that is that there's less shit to deal with 22, 23-year-olds. They don't have a whole lot of fucking baggage. They don't have no mental shit going on with them. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of these older females got. You know what I'm saying? They're not overweight. They tend to, you know, have a fast metabolism, so they could probably eat whatever they want and not blow up like a goddamn hippopotamus. You see what I'm saying? Like a goddamn whale. You know what I'm saying? These bitches out here talking about they want a high value man, but they got fat ass feet, fat cankles. You ever see these bitches with cankles up out here, bro? They walking around like they shit don't stink, but you look down at their feet. Yeah, this bitch got some cankles, blood. What you think you the shit? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nah, bitch, you overweight. And the older a lot of these females get, the lesser the fucking value becomes, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's my main point. Is that you fucking bitches are hella delusional. And as you get older, the lesser you become. You don't get like more valuable, you get lesser. You get less valuable. Okay? And then, see, the thing is, you was in your 20s. You was going to college. You wasn't thinking about that this college degree is gonna fuck with my dating life. For what they want, for the men that they want, right? They're going to college. They're not thinking about how this is gonna fuck up their future. And they get that, you know, PhD or whatever, or they get that degree, and they get up around 30 years old, and before you know it, it's already too late to snag a fucking high value man. A high value man, he not looking for a female with a degree, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking for a female with a degree. He don't want to have to wrestle for power, you know what I'm saying, in his house. I had that before, man. When my ex-girlfriend, right? Okay. She made more money than me. She had a degree. She made about $120 a year. This is back in 2006. Now that was a lot more money back then, okay? I made about 60 grand a year, okay? She made twice as much as I made. The one thing I had to do in that relationship was fight for power in the household. She would not listen to me, bro. She felt like because she made more money, she felt like she didn't have to listen to me in my own household. Even though I was paying half of the rent, you know, coming up with my little $800 a month rent and shit, coming up with some the utilities, you know what I'm saying? Coming up with my half of the money for the utilities and shit like that. She still did not want to take any advice from me. She didn't want to listen to me. The only thing she listened to me, you know, the only thing that she paid attention was when I told jokes. That was it. Other than that, she didn't come home and cook meals. See what I'm saying? But yet, she wanted me to be making a lot more money because she kept on trying to get me to do this and do that and, you know, and try to emasculate me and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, she wanted me to sign up for the police force. I was like, nah, I don't want to be no cop. And see what they doing? They already trying to emasculate you and shit. You see what I'm saying? They constantly try to emasculate you. And these are the older women that a lot of men do not want. These are the leftover women, bro. Leftovers. That's the reason why we don't want women. You see what I'm saying? That's the reason why we do not want women over a certain age, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's why we do not want women over a certain age, because a lot of you bitch got mental issues. You see what I'm saying? A lot of you bitches are crazy. Like that one bitch who tried to choke me when I went over her house. That bitch was crazy, bro. I don't care what nobody said. That bitch was crazy. I had to get the fuck out of there. Okay? So the thing is, your delusional thinking, you know, your delusional way of thinking fucks up the average man's chance of getting pussy. It does. Because the thing is, when an average man tries to hook up with an average woman, the woman think, well, I got like 3,500 subscribers on my Instagram. I'm better than him. Because you got like 3,500 subscribers on Instagram and he got like 100 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? It makes you more valuable than him. Get the fuck out of here. How does that make any sense? That's delusional, man. That shit is fucking delusional. You see what I'm saying? That's that delusional thinking, bro. And it's like, fuck these bitches, bro. Let these bitches be by themselves. Let these bitches wallow in their fucking misery, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because they running around with the bad boy anyway. They running around with Chad and Tyrone anyway. You see what's happening online. All these bitches got these high expectations for no goddamn reason. Look at online. Look at the delusional thinking online. This is what happens when you give women too much goddamn power, bruh. This is what happens when you give these low down tramps, I mean, these fucking women too much goddamn too much power. These dating apps are allowing women to have a delusional mindset, thinking they can search for a high value man. Now, a lot of females, they probably come up on a high value man, but a high value man is pumping and dumping their ass. They're like, nah, you were just a fling. You wasn't no marriage material. I got options. I need to just leave you alone. Nah, I don't want to get married. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. We were just having fun, having a good time. You got kids to go home to. See, that's what's happening online. These females are thinking that they're better than the average man. That's why a lot of men are having a hard time online getting women. You be like, wait a minute, I'm not that bad looking and shit. So I'm saying, so a society. See, the thing is that the biggest mistake that the white man has ever done was give his woman freedom, sexual liberation. That was the biggest mistake. And that's why the white man, you know, his race is on the decline. He gave his woman too much freedom, bruh. And they not even paying attention. White people's numbers are shrinking like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They not even paying attention to that. They want that money. They don't give a fuck about the family. Ever since he gave, you see what I'm saying? Ever since he gave the woman power, the nation has been on a decline, blood. That's why a lot of men keep their women closed in Middle Eastern countries. They keep their women closed up with the hijab, covering their fucking beauty and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they see what happens when you give the female too much power in society. Look at this world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at the world. Look at society. Is it better off now, or is it better off back in the 1950s and 60s before feminism? Are you better off as a nation now that women have all these rights? Nah, your nation's on a decline with the coronavirus and shit like that popping off. That's just the icing on the cake, bro. Fucking fly up in here. All right, roll my window up. So relationships, marriages were a lot better back in the 50s. That we had a lower divorce rate. Okay. We had women with lower standards. You didn't have to be the best looking dude in the world. All you had to do was have a good job, and she would stick with you for long years. Ever since women got rights, the nation has been on the decline. The population has been on the decline. And then you white people running around, and you're upset about your population going down, but you gave your woman too much. That's the outcome of giving your woman too much power. You see what I'm saying? That's the aftermath, of you giving too much. You giving your female too much power. You're empowering your women too much. See what I'm saying? So now you're on a decline. And you're not trying to save it because you're in love with the money. You're in love with social media. You're in love with the money that social media is bringing in. You could care less if your population is shrinking. Let me tell you this. If you got rid of social media, marriages would last longer again. A lot of average men will be able to get their looks matched again. Everything will go back to being normal. But since you gave these low down, stomp down bitches too much goddamn power, you are on a decline as a race. And you're not trying to do nothing about it. Your biggest mistake was giving the female too much power. Too much. Now these females, they're out earning you. Now you got to compete in the workplace against them. Now you got to compete with Chad and Tyrone. You see what I'm saying? Before social media, you didn't have to compete with Chad and Tyrone, because Chad and Tyrone wasn't giving these average women a chance. Why? Because they were meeting Chad and Tyrone's at a slower pace. Like they probably would meet like a Chad or a Tyrone once a month or something like that. When they go out to a party, he gonna say no to her ass. Now they can get online and go through all the Chads and Tyrones until they get a drunk ass or a stupid ass or a horny ass Chad or Tyrone. Go through all them Chads and Tyrones and then find some dude that's willing to fuck them. And they'll keep doing that shit. They'll keep nitpicking and saying, nah, I don't want him. He too average. But bitch, you average. You see what I'm saying? That's what's really going on, blood. That's what's really going on these dating apps. They sleeping with all the Chads and Tyrones. Like I said, I got a friend that's a Tyrone. And he's getting more sex than me. And I'm like, dude, I'm around average. I can't get nothing that's around average for me. I can't get nothing that's even below average, like a 5 or something shit like that, or a 4. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't get that. But he's fucking the 5s and 4s. So that's where all your average women are going. See, this is what happens when you give women too much power. Social media gave women too much power. It gave them the power to be picky and choosy about who they deal with. And now, the aftermath is the population decline. Because now women are just online looking for sex. Or they're online looking for a high-value man. Or they're looking for a sugar daddy. So now that women got a lot more control in dating, now you're gonna see a lot more of a decline in the population. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see a lot more delusion. A lot of females gonna be a lot more delusional. This is the outcome of giving women too much power, creating social media, giving them jobs, high paying jobs. Okay, so now even as an average high paying female, she could now afford to date a Chad, a broke Chad, or a broke Tyrone. This is what these females who got money, these average females who got money, they said it themselves. They said, why do you think I work so goddamn hard? So I don't have to deal with the men that I don't want to deal with. And that's where they go wrong. That's the reason why they're single. They're going after the most desirable dudes now. For example, I was going out with a bitch that was hold on one second. I was going out with a bitch that wasn't my face match. Just about 8, 9, 10 months ago. I couldn't fuck her right because she was overweight. You know what I mean? And that was all I can get at the time. So, but the thing is, she wasn't my face match though. You see what I'm saying? You see what these females are doing? They're going way above their face match. This bitch was a 3 in the face. Maybe a 2. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like at least a 5 or a 6 in the face. You see what I'm saying? So she's fucking below my looks match. That's what these females are doing. You're giving them too much power. Social media was the icing on the cake for these females. First, you start giving them high-paying jobs, okay? Then social media was added to the fucking flame, okay? That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for a nation on the decline. See, a lot of elites, they don't wait. They don't take care of. Hold on one second. Okay. See, a lot of elites, they don't take care of the problem right away. Like they don't cut it at the root before it becomes a super gigantic problem. You know what I'm saying? They wait until, like the coronavirus, they wait until the problem becomes really huge. Then they move their feet. Okay? The problem with the females was huge long time ago. They got the power to squash all this picky bullshit by getting rid of the dating apps. But no, the dating apps bring too much money. Well, okay, you know what? Women, you bitches gonna be living forever alone because you got these high ass standards up out here. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be living forever alone, and your nation is gonna be on a decline. America is on a decline because of the greediness, bro. See what I'm saying? And these females, they playing along with this shit. You see what I'm saying? Social media is going to be on a decline. I mean, social media is causing the country to be on a decline. They're not paying attention to the population, and why the population is shrinking is because of these women are out of control. They out of control, man. It's not the men, it's the women, bro. Actually, it's the mangina men giving them too much power. The mangina, the simp ass motherfuckers who kiss their feet every single day. You see what I'm saying? They giving them too much power, man. You know? See, the thing is, I've been harassed by women in the workplace, bro. I had to compete with women in the workplace. I gotten fired because of women in the workplace. Okay? It wasn't a man who was fucking with me. You know, it was a woman that was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? So we have to compete with women in the workplace. We got to compete with them for jobs also, not just in the workplace, but outside of the workplace. You see what I'm saying? A lot of men have been shut out of jobs because of females. Females can get jobs easier than men. You see what I'm saying? All this fucking shit going on right now. I mean, shit, dude. Unless the elites do some changes, these females are always going to be delusional, blood. The delusion has helped these females, bro. I mean, the social media and giving these females high-paying jobs, that helped the fucking delusion, bro. That's feeding the fucking delusion. Like I said before, man, delusion is a hell of a drug for these females. Hey, you overweight and you thinking you better than the... Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You overweight and you think you better than what you deserve. Fuck out of here. That's why a lot of these bitches, they end up alone. You know? They become cat ladies. They become dog ladies. Okay? I see them all the time, alone. After 30 years old, they basically are invisible to a lot of men. After a female that's over 30 years old, she is invisible. You know, when we get older as men, we tend to want younger women. We're not checking for women past 30 years old or 35 years old. We're not checking for them. We're looking for something that we can mold, and we can't mold no delusional bitch, bro. I told you what I ran away from the other day or the other night, okay? The bitch was very forceful. She was manly. She had masculine traits. See what I'm saying? She wouldn't do as I say. You see what I'm saying? So I got up and I left, bruh. I got up and I left. She wasn't moldable. I told that bitch not to smoke in front of me. She did it anyway. I told that bitch not to fucking put alcohol in my drink. She did it anyway. This is the shit I'm talking about. That's why you bitches are alone. To this day, this bitch still don't got a man. She was alone on Christmas. In there, in the dark. Alone, blood. I went over there, I was like, damn, it's dark in here. You got the fucking fake, she had a fake fireplace and shit. And I was like, this bitch is lonely as hell. Man, she did a few things that ticked me off, bruh. I left. And I haven't been back. And she been stalking me on Facebook. I'm like, this bitch is crazy. I'm not gonna fuck with her. She seemed like she's a fucking psychopath. A lot of these females are psychopaths that don't even know it. That's why a lot of men don't want to fuck with them. Okay. I'm done with this video, man. I gotta get back to work. You guys have a good day. Leave a comment, like the video, share. I'm out.